Really quick, I wanted to get your thoughts. I know you're a Witcher guy, having saw what was going to go down with the Witcher Four. Witcher Four. How you feeling about CD Project Red?
I had issues with the trailer. I went through them. There's not mass panic, but there was some weird shit. Things like Siri. They really kind of like played with the jawline. The beginning section just seemed to be a complete sort of rip off of Midsummer. Siri made a horrendous mistake in the trailer. She saw how riled up the villagers are to make the sacrifice every year.
Right.
So Siri decides to send a woman back to the village instead of just stay here, stay here, don't move. So she went. So when she goes back, and the woman has been killed by the villagers because they wanted to maintain the sacrifice. It didn't make a lot of sense. And then Siri does the whole they're not gods, they're not monsters, you're the monsters type of thing. It's just like, well, we had a much better trailer that did that with The Witcher 3. So they copied their own homework. So I was very disappointed in 2024 to kind of hear that Siri was going to be helming it. I gotta say, after the Witcher TV show, which is an absolute pile of shit, love Henry Cavill, but it's a pile of dog shit. She didn't have the mutations in The Witcher 3. So why has she undergone the mutation change? How she survived it? Are they going to provide a good reason for it? I'm going to say probably not. It's going to be a kind of, well, she's the one with time and space and something or other, so she did the thing and it worked. Because
All of the investment and everything else other than the games has to have something to do with I guess their direction in the future, right? We've covered the whole ESG, or rather DEI commitment and all the social bullshit and all that. Look, I believe CD Project Red to already have been compromised. Again, I know there's some split decisions, let's say that, on Siri. I mean, it was kind of, I guess some people are trying to make sense of it, or saying that if you've played definitely Witcher 3 and going seeing the direction that some of that stuff was going, it was an inevitable thing. But I just really do wonder how that's going to go over with fans of the series. CD Projekt Red is going to have to come up with something, right? And that they're going to have to do something with this game, I think, for people to feel good about it. That's cutting edge as an RPG, especially. Do we get it in Witcher?
it kind of feels like a massive regression.
Fair.
She's got the Elder Blood. Why couldn't the game explore her powers completely differently? And I think there's a large difference between 2015 and 2024. That when The Witcher came out, The Witcher 3 came out, Ciri was a good character in The Witcher 3. It's a fun character. And, when they said this is Geralt's story over now, people probably thought, okay, maybe it's going to be Ciri take over, and they're okay with that. But there's a big difference between that time and this time. A lot's fucking happened. A lot of craziness has happened. And a lot. So you have to really reflect and say, is this going to be the same? I mean, the vast majority of people that worked on those games are gone. All gone. CD Projekt Red used to be a company that I would absolutely have my faith in, but after the cyberpunk business and then the fucking bullshit.
Good accent.
I got absolutely no faith in any of these companies. None.
Yeah.
You gotta show me. You gotta talk me into the seat.
Absolutely.
It's not my job to be like, I'm in the seat because you are CD Projekt Red and this is The Witcher. No, it's come to the point where you've got to talk me into this into the seat.
Yeah, it's not an automatic buy anymore, right? Or it's not an automatic like I'm going to get enthusiastic about it. Let's say that, right? And I think that the same can be said for a lot of different customers, especially understanding the direction that a lot of these guys are going in. Like for me, obviously having been fans of Witcher, which I used to infamously call Glitcher, because but no, it's Yeah, I think a lot of people gave CD Projekt Red a lot of credit. I'd argue more than what they should have as far as their good standing. Hey, they just thought because it was a company that said they weren't going to do microtransactions, all was forgiven. How they fucked up the Cyberpunk release, and I'm not talking about the just simply how bad it was as far as it being basically unplayable on certain systems. I'm more so speaking to what that game was promised was the complete opposite, and still having had all this stuff being added to it. I know they just recently got another update. It is nothing like this life simulator RPG that it was promised to be. It was so much of that shit, and I've gone through all this. Some of my most watched videos on my channel are me talking about CD Projekt Red and that game, because it was one I was really stoked to play. And I hyped it up even a little bit, though I went into it with some skepticism and I got a lot of heat for it. But on some of those videos of me saying, hey guys, this doesn't look like it's going in a direction that they said that this was supposed to be going in, so much of that stuff was left out. It was like, I don't know about this fucking company, right? I was already skeptical about it. Now I'm especially, but I am a big RPG guy. I was a fan of Glitcher, right? That said, I'm the same. I see it the same way that you see it, where it's like, yeah, you got to sell me on it, and I think that's just a fair assessment for everyone. It's not automatic for me, but yeah, I would love to see. We've talked about it a million times on this because you and I both are fans of like RPGs, MMOs. I'm looking for the next, the evolution, right, of the genre, right? And I thought that, well, not. They said it was going to be Cyberpunk. It wasn't, for sure. And we haven't got that really with anything that's coming out. Dragon Age for sure as hell didn't do it. That didn't do it. And there hasn't been that. There's been like maybe some decent action RPGs that have come out, but there's nothing that's like, oh man, this is like going to set the tone for the next. This is what everybody is going to try to mimic. Is going to set the tone for the next decade for the genre. We have not got that.
I was really hoping that The Witcher 4 was going to be create your own Witcher.
Oh fuck, dude! I would have been all over that. Oh man, that would have been cool. That would have been really cool. I didn't expect them to do that at all, but hearing you say that would have been fucking sick.
You do it a la Mass Effect. You can have a male voice actor and a female voice actor. You create the character.
Body type A, body type B.
Body type 1, body type 2. You know?
Yeah, body type 2. Yeah.
So you got a body type 1 voice actor and a body type 2 voice actor. You know?
Look, nothing's automatic anymore with these guys, and they get what they deserve, as far as I'm concerned. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios.